Okay, in this video we're going to look at the electrolysis of molten ionic compounds. Now remember, in order for this to conduct electricity, it has to be molten, so the ionic lattice is broken and the ions are free to move. If we use sodium chloride as our example of an ionic compound, what I'm going to do is separate this out into the cathode and the anode. So this side here, let's look at the cathode and what happens here. So the cathode is where the cations are attracted to. So remember, sodium chloride will separate into sodium ions and chloride ions. So my sodium ions are the cations. They're going to go to the cathode, and at the cathode they will pick up an extra electron to form sodium. Now in this case we need to understand what type of reaction this is. So sodium ion is gaining an electron. If we use Orvig to help us understand this, oxidation is loss, reduction is gaining. Therefore this reaction here at the cathode is an example of reduction reaction. If we come to the opposite side, if we look at the anode, here's my anode. This is where my anion, my chloride ion, goes to. Now in this case we've got to get rid of this charge, so it's got to lose an electron, so that will form chlorine releasing an electron. Remembering here as well that chlorine is diatomic, so I will need two of those. Therefore I have to have two ions, and that means I will release two electrons. This ion is losing electrons to form CO2, so there's the electrons that have been lost. Oxidation is loss, therefore this side of the reaction is about oxidation.